currently in Britain, we are having our Easter holidays. And could you guess what I did for my Easter holidays? I watched movies. This week in particular, I watched 3. Hey guys, Bionihero here. You might have recognized The Batman as one of the 3 films I watched, but the truth is that due to an inconvenience, I wasn't able to watch The Batman, so you're only going to get 2 reviews. I am deeply apologetic about this, so yeah, sorry if I disappointed anyone. And with that, let's get back into the video. So I'm going to be reviewing these films today, and hopefully you would get some recommendations for what to watch next. Just a disclaimer, I'm not reviewing them from worst to best, or in the order that I watched them in. I'm rather going to be reviewing in a random particular order. These 3 reviews are also going to be spoiler free, so I'm not going to go into too much detail about the plot. And with that out of the way, let's start with Michael Bay's Ambulance. Going into Ambulance, I expected it to be a decent action movie, and when I left, I found out that it was, in fact, a decent action movie. While making this video, I found out that it was a remake of the original Danish action movie Ambulancen, but I had never watched that film, and thus I don't really have anything to compare to. So instead, let's talk about Michael Bay for a quick second. All the 6 Michael Bay Transformers movies are both ironically and unironically some of my favourite movies of all time, and they're huge guilty pleasures for me. But his Netflix exclusive movie 6 Underground wasn't really that good. It had some unique ideas, but it throws away for the sake of action and a more mindless action. So watching Ambulance was a huge breath of fresh air, at least momentarily. Let's start with the good bits. Although we get a huge car chase for most of the movie, I have to give credit to Michael Bay for actually making it interesting. The 3 main characters are decently written to a point where their interactions are interesting. Not a moment spent with them ever feels rehashed. But the best part of this film, and really any Michael Bay movie, is the action sequences. They are extremely well paced, tense, and sometimes even nerve-wracking. It definitely helps that I watched this in super screen in Cineworld. No, this is not a paid endorsement. I'm generally surprised that Michael Bay put a lot of effort into this film. The story is very cohesive, and 85% of the time the jokes do land. Sounds like Michael Bay's magnum opus, right? Yeah, not exactly. Just now I said that the story was pretty consistent, but consistent doesn't always mean good. This movie has way too many characters. And when you have so many characters in your movie, there's only so little you can do with them. You only get a glimpse of their personality in their introduction scene, but then from the rest of the film they only do what the plot needs them to do. Also, some scenes and dialogue had me questioning whether to take the film seriously or not. And while I still enjoy the chemistry of the main characters, they're not written well enough to a point where I can get truly attached to them. But my biggest gripe of the film is that after I watched it, I just felt I wanted more. After leaving the cinema, I just felt that the movie didn't do anything significant for me. And after I posted this bumper review online, I might have already forgotten about 50% of the movie. So I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. If you wanted to watch a decent action movie during the holidays, then Ambulance might be just for you. But when you get down to it, at the end of the day, it's just a well-made action movie. And there's nothing wrong with that. Next up, we have Phantom of the Open, which documents the story of Maurice Flitcroft, who is best known for playing in a golf tournament despite not being a professional golf player himself. And I must say, this documentary is told really well. My only real negative for this film is that some of the editing choices was weird, but that's it. The Phantom of the Open was an absolute joy to watch. It was really inspirational seeing a guy try out his newfound passion of golf and showing it to a world. And some certain quotes were really memorable, which I won't spoil for the sake of this video. It's a movie you just have to see for yourself to realize how great it really is. The acting was superb, mainly from Sally Hawkins, Mark Rylance, and wait, Simon Farnaby? The film plays a tremendous homage to the world's worst golfer. It is definitely a British cinema classic. 4.5 out of 5. I really want to praise how the film hits its message home, but if I do, then I might end up spoiling the film. But so far, this is my favorite film of 2022. Well, that wraps up our video for today, and so far here's my ranking of 2022 movies. Ironically, I found my least favorite film of the year so far, and vice versa. But if there's any movie that I might have missed, I'm open to any opinions. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.